Hey Sonny Jim, it's Forzathon. Hit the action button to see what the challenges are this week.
Hello all, Jeff here with a new video and a new Forzathon in Forza Motorsport 7. First event is called Morning Jog. The challenge here is to complete 5 laps in a Sport Coupe division car. Do those challenges and you win the BMW 1 Series M Coupe. Second event is called Wet Asphalt. First challenge, win a race at Top Gear full in the rain. And the second challenge is to complete 3 laps at Sebring Club in the rain. Do all those challenges and you'll win the 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra R Forza Edition. The third event is called Long Nights. First challenge here is to win a race in the 2016 Cadillac CTSV sedan at night. Second challenge is to complete 2 laps of Spa in the 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt at night. And the third challenge is to win a race at Virginia International Raceway in the 2016 Porsche Cayman GT4 at night. Do all those challenges and you'll win the Happy Trails driver gear. So let's make a start on this. So we'll start off with 5 laps of Top Gear, as well as winning a race in the Sport Touring Division car. The only 2 challenge race you can do is either it has to be in a Sport Division car, whether that's 5 laps at Top Gear or 3 laps at Sebring Club. But anyway, this is the BMW Z4M. This is a unicorn car. The only way so far you've been able to get this car was participating in the John Hindbo Le Mans Bounty Hunter Challenge, which recently just finished. So yes, there are unicorn cars in Forza 7, so be on the lookout for them, because you may not get another chance of getting this car, but time will tell. And a little drift going past the tyres, but all good. Got keeping it straight is all that matters. And yeah, there's the 5 laps done. And yeah, so 2 challenge race there. And yeah, so we go to Gambon and cross the line. That's done. I think the reason why it's at Top Gear is because the next car back is the Top Gear car back, which is due Tuesday night, UK American time. And just showing the progress, showing you that this still works. No need to restart the game, no need to go back into Forzathon, no need to go back into races, etc. It just all works now. Anyway, let's have a look at the car we just earned.
This is your 2011 BMW 1 Series M Coupe.
So I think that was previously available in a Bounty Hunter challenge. I could be wrong. But next race, 3 laps, Sebring Club. Just a matter of completing the race now that I've won the race in the Sport Coupe. Now the car I'm using here is the Opel Manta. This was a Group B World Rally car from the 80s. And being a rally car, it loves to slide along as it should. And it's, you know, a car like this should be suited to wet weather conditions. So yeah, and it's an oddity compared to the loud Audi Quattros and Porsche 205s and so on. And I'll try and get a bit of a drift going, but too much throttle there. Hopefully the steering angle update, which will come in a month or 2, it might fix that. We'll find out. But as you can see, I just lost it at the last turn, but doesn't matter. Just got to complete the race. So yeah, once I cross the line, go on for the next one. And here is showing that I've made some progression, and not only that, 2 races and I've earned 2 cars. Not bad at all. So let's check the car out.
This is your 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R Forza Edition.
Now believe it or not, I have many of those cars due to previous events. Anyway, so now we're going on to winning a race at Circuit of the Americas in the 2016 Cadillac CTSV sedan. Now, this is a bit of a challenge if you're doing this bone stock with 24 driver tires in unbeatable difficulty. Now you can cut corners here because it's single player. If you do this in multiplayer, cutting corners, just don't. Just get out of multiplayer. Single player is fine for doing this, but I will never ever do this in multiplayer. Even if you just had one driver tire, it would be a lot easier. I made it 3 laps, but look, the challenge is done. That's the first challenge of this nighttime event. Yep, all 3 of these challenges are from the same Forzathon event, and they all have to be done at night. And there's the progression. Next one is just a complete 2 laps of Spa in a 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt. Possibly the last of the American Fairlanes, because for those who don't know, yep, the Ford Falcon started in America, then Ford Australia made their own Falcons. Ford USA, like, nah, no more Falcon, no more Fairlane. Ford Australia made it their own, and they kept making those cars for a good 40-45 years. Similar routes with the Holden Condor. That whole thing started in Germany as the Opel Condor, and then Holden Australia used the shell of the Opel Condor and rejigged everything underneath. And then eventually Opel's like, nah, no more Commodore. Holden continued for nearly 40 years. Made it their own. There you go. You probably didn't know that. Some of you Aussies are thinking, hey, stop telling lies, but I've read the history of both the Falcon and the Condor. It's all true. But anyway, second lap of Spa. As you can see, it's got no braking. The acceleration's really good, but once you hit 200, you've got nothing. Doesn't turn well, doesn't brake well. What else do you expect from a 60s muscle car, a 64 Fairlane? Anyway, there's the progression, and now off to the last event, which is to win a race at Virginia International Raceway in the Porsche Cayman GT4. Now, I set this race so it was only bone stock A-class Porsches could be allowed to race. As you can see, a bunch of 959s up the front, but the Cayman is a lot lighter, and that's why it's keeping up with these things. So this was actually the first time I drove the Cayman in this game, and let's just say I'm very pleased with how this thing handles, how this thing goes. Look, this would be better than any new Cayman GT4 that comes out, because as you may know, the new Caymans have turbocharged 4-cylinder engines, whereas the Cayman has the good old naturally aspirated flat 6 you'd normally see in a 911. And that's a good thing, because that's one thing Porsche does really well. And as you can see, getting close to the leader, he's getting a bit wide. Yep, he's getting really wide. So I'll just wait, make a move at Oak Tree Corner. There we go. Yep, and that's the move done. He's on the grass, and that's that. And there's a win. So that's all the Forzathon events done. So let's check out, well, first of all, I'll show you the progression screen. I know it might be overload, but I just want to show you that this works, in case it doesn't for you, because we don't want the glitches that we had previously. But anyway, let's check out the prize. So it's a Happy Trails driver gear. A car is just another horse you can tame. True, horsepower. Think about it. And let's just check out the driver gear, wherever it is. It's probably up the top somewhere. No, that's not it. There it is. So it's a cowboy driver gear. To be honest, I like the livery driver gear I just had on before, so I'll definitely be putting that back on. But anyway, here is the BMW 1M. Very good car. Now you may notice it understeers a little, possibly because it's got a big engine in a little car, but then the turbo kicks in and it likes to slide. So yeah, but it is a really good car. The reason why it's called the 1M and not the M1 is because late 70s, early 80s, BMW built a supercar called the M1. So that's why this is called the 1 Series M. Think about it. What if the new Alfa Giulia was called the Ferrari 308? It just doesn't work, does it? And here is the 93 Mustang Forza Edition. Now, at launch this was a level up reward, but you can't get it in level ups anymore for some reason. It was also available in the February Bounty Hunter Challenge. If you bet Alan Hartman, who's like one of the main bosses of Turn 10, but now you can finally get it in the Forzathon as well. So make sure you get on board. And there you have it. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, subscribe for more content, and tap the bell so you're notified of any new videos. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.